Hey guys, it's Dr. Cash here. Today I want to talk to you about 5 ways to pass your esthetician state board exam. I have been teaching esthetician students for the past 15 years and I've learned quite a few things in my journey of teaching students. What I've realized that a lot of the troubles come down to 5 core things. So let's talk about them. Number 1, write down your goals. This will help you decrease your anxiety. Write down your short-term goals, your medium-term goals, and then your long-term goals. Your short-term goal may be to get by the week, understand the chapters that you learned that week. Your middle or your midterm goal could be finishing esthetician school and passing the state board exam. And then your long-term goal may be to be a business owner or to work in a med spa or whatever it may be. So that could be your long-term goal. Write these down because the next 4 things that I'm going to talk about are going to rely on these goals that you will set. Okay? Number 2, do not compare yourself to anyone else. You are you. You need to focus on you. You need to understand that this is about you. So when we go and compare ourselves to others, and I do it all the time, trust me, and what I find myself doing is getting depressed. I end up just spending more time figuring out why they're better than me and what am I doing incorrectly instead of utilizing that time and focusing on my studies or focusing on my project at that time and being the best at it instead of focusing on other people's successes. Number 3, no excuses. Go back to number 1. Number 1 were your goals. If you come up with excuses, those goals will never be attained. So you cannot have excuses. I know that sounds harsh, but trust me, I've learned through my travels, every time I come up with excuses of time, family, gotta take the kids to games or gotta do X, Y, and Z, all I find myself is not being able to attain my goals that I set out in number 1. Be selfish during this time. This is your time. You need to focus on you. These 6 to 12 months of schooling, if you can just finish it by just focusing on yourself, this will set the foundation for the rest of your life and help you obtain your number 1 goal. All right? Number 4, prepare correctly. There are 23 chapters in the My Lady book. It is a difficult book to understand and at times super dense, but you need to know the content. You need to study hard. And most importantly, for the state board exam, you need to practice. People just end up reading the book and they think they can take the state board exam the first time. No, it's a multiple choice test. You need to study, you need to practice, and you need to understand what they're asking in the question. There's just so many ways they can ask these questions and the topics, but they can just twist up words and confuse you. So you need to understand what they're truly asking for. So go through a full exam multiple times. Let the anxiety run through your veins and then learn to control it. Because once you control the anxiety, at least you've thrown that factor out. And now all you got to do is shine because you know your content. And lastly, number 5, don't memorize. I know this sounds weird, but understand the content when you read it. And sometimes that happens when you can ask questions. The more questions you ask, the more you are understanding the content. Once you understand the content, you can master the content so that you're not just memorizing and forgetting, okay? So that's going to be really, really important in order for you to become the best esthetician possible. Because once you can become the best esthetician, you can analyze the skin, you can diagnose skin problems, and ultimately you can treat your patients. All right. Now let me know how you are studying for your state board exam and what are some of the things that you are setting out as your goals as you get started in taking the state board examination. I'm really curious to read what you guys are going to say.